I think we all know in our nation, in our state, and in the city of Little Rock, we've entered into this very challenging times as a result of government shutdown as it relates to different furloughs and issues. These passed now 30 days. We've really entered into a month where we've had federal employees who have been without work, without pay, whether it be a USDA team member who's helping our farmers to our military. And many of us in this city and state, we live paycheck to paycheck. And in these challenging times of political turmoil and uncertainty, one of the things that we want to make certain in the city of Little Rock is that our city government, our community, we are certain to help the residents of Little Rock and step up in any way possible. One of the things we want to target today is that we have close to 36,000, based on different reports, of Pulaski County residents who receive SNAP assistance. That 36,000 includes children and family members across Little Rock and Pulaski County and Central Arkansas. That's everything from our students that you'll hear from later today from Dr. Jamal Wright, the superintendent of the Little Rock School District, from our students who are on free and reduced lunch, to even their team members that are providing the free and reduced lunch at the day. And so we have so many team members and family members and friends that are part of SNAP assistance. And so you really can't put a picture of what a SNAP assistance person is. But that picture is they're a Little Rock resident. And we're here to help those in this time of need and do what we can. And sometimes you have to be creative. So today we're making this announcement that the city of Little Rock will reopen and operate its Little Rock Cares program. Many people remember that we utilized this as a fundraising arm during the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the March 31st, 2023, the high-end EF3, where we're able to raise large amount of dollars, whether it be from the city, the state, or the nation, at a tax-deductible rate, to then utilize it for good. And so the good that we will do in a partnership that City Director Kathy Webb, who's also a member of the Little Rock Food Commission, you'll hear from them, and Kevin Shaylin, who's the chairman of the Food Commission, is what we've entered into a partnership with Edward Food Giants, led by Gary Prophet, that the dollars that we receive to purchase gift cards for Edward Food Giants. We don't want to get in the business where we have 2 or 3 different companies, but we've utilized this one company that's been very beneficial to us in the city in times of need, and clearly all companies are beneficial. And so we will do this at a discounted rate to get more bang for our buck for these particular dollars, and then distribute these gift cards through a mechanism that Director Webb will share with some of our partners that are here today. And so what we want to do, again, if you go to littlerock.gov/LR Cares, and you will be able to make donations to the LR Cares program, which will give the city the buying power to purchase gift cards at a discounted rate from Edwards Food Giant, and then use our distribution links to get those gift cards to those SNAP assistance individuals. And then Dr. Wright's going to come here right after next me and share how he will be able to utilize this opportunity with those affected by this within the Little Rock School District. That being said, I'll bring Dr. Wright, and after Dr. Wright, we'll hear from Director Kathy Webb. Dr. Wright.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Little Rock School District, I want to express my gratitude to Mayor Frank Scott and the City of Little Rock for their leadership and partnership during this challenging time. We've been blessed to work with the City of Little Rock on many important outreach efforts, and this opportunity is no exception. When families are facing uncertainty, especially with the government shutdown and the loss of SNAP benefits, it's more important than ever that we come together as a community. Our students can only do well when their families are supported, and today's announcement reflects the power of collaboration. The city, the Little Rock School District, and our community partners are joining forces to alleviate the stress for families, working to ensure that no child goes hungry and no family feels alone during this period of hardship. At LRSD, we see firsthand the impact that food insecurity can have on a child's ability to learn, focus, and their ability to succeed. We're proud to stand with the city in identifying and providing resources and relief to families who need it most. In conjunction with the effort that Mayor Scott just described, the Little Rock School District will also be expanding support for our school-based food pantries to help alleviate not just in times of crisis, but as a part of our continuing commitment to student and family well-being. At LRSD, all schools and early childhood education centers are serving as drop-off sites for donations of any non-perishable food items, toiletries, and hygiene products. These resources will be utilized to ensure that our school-based food pantries can continue and strengthen their support to our families. To our partners, staff, and families, thank you for your continued compassion and collaboration. At the Little Rock School District, we use a tagline, "One team, one dream, one LRSD." I think it's really appropriate today to use one city, one team, one dream. Together we're showing that when Little Rock faces challenges, we respond with unity, generosity, and hope. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm Kathy Webb, Little Rock City Director, and I want to first of all acknowledge the mayor, because since he has been in office, every time we have had a crisis in the area, in the arena of food insecurity, the mayor and the city have stepped up, from government shutdowns to COVID to the school meal debt to today, as have city directors like Andrea Lewis and Kathy Peck, who are also here. And when Dr. Wright talked about collaboration, I have to go back and re-acknowledge State Representative Tippy McCullough, who has been one of the lead sponsors on key legislation that has been passed over the last 4 years in terms of school meals for kids, and also food deserts, which takes us to Gary Proffitt and to the folks at Edwards, because Edwards has stepped in to fill the need where food deserts have existed, and they have stepped in to open stores in those arenas. And they have always stepped up to make it easier to purchase gift cards, which can be challenging when you're buying large amounts of cards in bulk. And I appreciate the fact that Gary has let us, in the past, always let us write a check, call him, tell him how many cards we're going to get, and then has added extra cards to that dollar amount. So thank you, Gary and Edwards, for that. And I want to acknowledge two folks from the hunger relief arena, as well as their team members who are here today. My friend Sylvia Blaine, CEO of the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance, my friend and neighbor Brian Burton, CEO of the Arkansas Food Bank, and many of their team members who are also here. So thank you all. Nobody knows the food pantries and the charitable network in Little Rock better than the teams at the Arkansas Food Bank and the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance. Their SNAP teams work with individuals who access those food pantries, and that is why we will be able to use them as distribution points, because they know they know the people who are going without, and they know how to fill that gap. So to Sylvia, Brian, and your teams, thank you for being willing to add this to the many, many things that you are doing right now as we work through this crisis. And I would like to bring up the chair of the Food Commission, Kevin Shalin, and thank all of the folks from the Food Commission who came today to support this effort. So, Kevin.
Thank you, Kathy. I'm very proud to represent our Little Rock Food Commission. You know, we meet monthly and battle a lot of different issues. I stood here in front of you a couple of months ago when we were trying to tackle the Little Rock School District food debt. And we have been a real catalyst in that, along with many other projects, and we're able to get that school debt down significantly. I'm very proud to be joined by several of my members behind me. So we are looking forward to helping out with this mission as well. So I stand in front of you representing the Food Commission, but I also, as many of you know, with my food blog, I am an advocate for restaurants, and I want to acknowledge their part in this process, and specifically an acknowledgement of Daniel Bryan behind me and his partnership to give a discount to patrons who donate gift cards at any of his locations. I would encourage you all to participate. This is such an important matter, and it is a real honor to be involved with helping with this. So thank you very much, and I'm going to give it back to the mayor.
Thank you, Kevin, again, and the members of the Little Rock Food Commission. It's a true example that our boards and commissions here in the city of Little Rock are always at work in times of need, and what we do to implement our plans and our visions, and also to the business community. I know Dave Bryan represents many members of the business community, and we'll lay out more information about what they are doing as well. Again, we stand here today as a unified city to take care of those that are impacted by SNAP assistance, but also want to share while we talk about the 36,000 residents here in Pulaski County. Clearly, we know Little Rock makes a large portion of that. It's also the close to 4,000, a little over 4,000 federal workers here in Little Rock. Being state capital city, we have a lot of government entities, whether it be state, local, and federal, that are housed right here in the state capital city of those workers, and those workers are impacted as well. So we want to make certain that we share our thoughts and our prayers, the thoughts and prayers come with action. So this is our opportunity to implement kind of faith in motion from that standpoint of what we do as a city as we move forward together. Again, it doesn't happen without this team beside me today and all of those who are working. And again, there may be, as this, it seems to be, to persist, we know that there may be a need for even more actions taken. So stay tuned. Where the city of Little Rock and myself may have to look at some other things. I don't want to get the cart before the wheel, but I think we've always shown ourselves to make the correct and actionable steps when needed, in addition to what we're doing today, and showing this great unity.